If you're over 60, stop eating these vegetables now, or prepare them this way. Have you ever considered that the very vegetables you eat daily, the ones you trust for your heart, could in fact pose serious risks after 60? What most seniors overlook is that certain foods, even the ones deemed healthiest, can quietly undermine your heart health, especially when combined with common medications or prepared the wrong way. But how could something as seemingly harmless as a green salad or a crunchy side dish become a silent threat? In this video, you'll discover the 5 vegetables every senior should approach with caution, why they matter, how the tiniest habit can change the outcome, and what to eat instead for real heart protection. Considering how much effort you invest in shopping, food preparation, and maintaining healthy habits, knowing the facts can save you tremendous time, worry, and future cost. Let us begin with a vegetable almost everyone considers healthy, yet if mismanaged, it could quietly disable your medication's effect. 1. Spinach. When the superfood becomes a saboteur. Spinach has long been celebrated as a nutritional powerhouse, packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Most would assume adding more spinach to their plate can only benefit health, particularly the heart. However, for those over 60, especially anyone prescribed blood-thinning medication after a heart episode or because of atrial fibrillation, spinach's high vitamin K content can become hazardous. Vitamin K is necessary for healthy blood clotting, but in excess, it counteracts the effect of anticoagulant medicines such as warfarin. Many seniors unknowingly undermine their treatment by suddenly consuming more spinach, perhaps in salads or smoothies, while their medication is calibrated for lower vitamin K. The result? Increased risk of strokes or formation of dangerous clots, with symptoms appearing far too late. The key is consistency. If you enjoy spinach, maintain a steady intake and always liaise with your doctor before dietary changes. It's not the vegetable that causes harm, it's unpredictability. If even spinach can neutralize your heart medication, what else could quietly be eroding your health from within? The next culprit often sits alongside your sandwich, holding far more sodium than expected. 2. Pickled cucumbers, the salty trap threatening your heart. Pickled cucumbers, tangy, crisp, and seemingly harmless, have long been favored as a refreshing palate cleanser. Few realize, however, that their sodium content can be extreme. A handful often contains upwards of 1,000 grams of salt, amounting to 2/3 of a senior's recommended daily intake. Sodium is not simply a flavoring, it pulls water into your bloodstream, increases overall blood volume, and places undue strain on both heart and blood vessels. Over time, these pressures foster arterial rigidity, chronic hypertension, and even heart failure. Many patients are diligent, avoiding fried foods and exercising, yet overlook the sodium lurking in pickles, canned vegetables, or even healthy soups. Since aging kidneys filter salt less efficiently, each bite compounds risk, usually without warning until a crisis occurs. Preparing meals at home, meticulously reading food labels, and choosing herbs or citrus over salt can dramatically reduce this silent danger. If sodium is able to edge so insidiously into the diet, what about the chilly heat that brings comfort, but may also ignite harmful inflammation? You might be surprised how a little spice could overwhelm your cardiac system. If these insights are helpful, consider subscribing. There's more to come that brings all these findings together. 3. Red chili peppers, the fiery ingredient, fueling cardiac stress. For many, red chili peppers are deeply woven into culture, tradition, and comfort, providing meals with a revitalizing kick. Yet for those over 60, These fiery peppers stimulate powerful physiological reactions. They activate the nervous system, accelerate heart rate, and elevate blood pressure. While younger individuals recover quickly from these effects, aging hearts and stiffer arteries render the stress far more dangerous. Repeated exposure to capsaicin, the compound responsible for heat, can also provoke chronic inflammation of blood vessels and disrupt natural cardiac rhythms. This explains why seniors may suffer palpitations, chest discomfort, or pressure spikes after a spicy meal, often without suspecting the humble chili. Embracing milder flavorings, such as gentle herbs, garlic, ginger, and citrus, can preserve enjoyment without risk. While comfort and nostalgia are invaluable, health should not be traded for fleeting warmth. But what about foods celebrated for their medicinal power? The next item is widely claimed to heal, yet in raw form and alongside medication, it could quietly become hazardous. 4. Raw garlic. When nature's medicine turns adversarial, garlic has a reputation as a natural healer, renowned for lowering cholesterol and supporting heart health. Many seniors add raw cloves daily, sometimes even swallowing them like pills. When combined with heart medications, however, particularly anticoagulants such as warfarin or aspirin, raw garlic can dangerously amplify blood-thinning effects. This can result in internal bleeding, unexplained bruising, or sudden drops in blood pressure, sometimes grave enough to require urgent intervention. Overconsumption in raw form may also abruptly lower blood pressure, resulting in dizziness, faintness, or reduced blood flow to the heart itself. It is painfully ironic. In striving for healing, some inadvertently cause themselves harm. The intelligent route is moderation. Enjoy garlic cooked and discuss any changes with your healthcare provider. Remember, even the most celebrated natural foods must align with your current health context. If raw garlic can turn medicine against you, what could possibly be wrong with something as innocently crunchy and fresh as a sprout? The answer may be more unsettling than you expect. 5. Raw sprouts, the innocent crunch with hidden dangers. Alfalfa, bean, and mung sprouts line countless health food shelves, light, raw, and apparently bursting with energy. However, those delicate shoots are grown in warm, moist environments that are breeding grounds for bacteria such as E. coli and Salmonella. Whilst younger individuals may recover from foodborne illness with minor discomfort, seniors, whose immune systems are less robust, are vulnerable to rapid progression, potentially leading to sepsis, dehydration, or infection of the heart's lining, endocarditis. Numerous patients have suffered cardiac complications not from dietary excess, but from food poisoning rooted in innocuous raw sprouts. To avoid this risk, always cook sprouts with a gentle steam or sauté, preserving both nutrition and flavor without inviting infection. Now, you may be wondering, with so many healthy foods masked by hidden danger, what is truly safe and heart-supportive to consume day after day? If you have found this information valuable, please remember to like and subscribe. These actions truly help more than you think. 6. Heart-safe choices. What should seniors eat to protect the heart? After learning which vegetables pose silent hazards, the question remains: which foods fortify your heart, support your treatments, and promote healthy aging? The answer lies in whole, minimally processed foods that are gentle yet rich in protective compounds. Steamed broccoli, roasted carrots, cooked kale, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, lentils, and green beans provide antioxidants, potassium, fiber, and plant nutrients beneficial for both arteries and blood pressure. Unlike raw sprouts or salt-laden pickles, these options are easy to digest, help regulate blood sugar, and harmonize with common heart medications. Combine them with aromatic herbs, such as rosemary, turmeric, or moderate garlic, and a squeeze of fresh lemon for flavor and heart support without compromise. Remember, it is consistent, balanced nourishment, not dietary extremes, that restores heart health over time. Every positive choice creates a foundation for a healthier future. But even the best foods cannot compensate for damaging daily habits. One more change remains. Utro. Your heart has worked tirelessly for you since birth, beating over 2 billion times by the age of 60. It asks only for your attention now. Aging is not surrender. It is the wisdom to adapt and thrive. Foods that once nourished you may now need to be approached differently, but each small, intentional shift can repair years of silent stress. Consistency, balance, and care will strengthen your heart for many more years of life and connection. Remember, you do not need perfection, just mindful persistence. Reflect for a moment and share below which lesson you plan to implement. If you have found this useful, liking and subscribing helps more than you realize. You have just learned how to avoid hidden dangers in your diet. For those wishing to take your heart health further, discover which everyday habits could still be sabotaging your progress in the next video. That is where it all comes together.